Every city has a sound, but Toronto has a story. Origin stories with Kama.
All the stuff that I've been through, and this is my boy. And after now, over time passed now we're growing, we're getting bigger, we're getting bigger, we're getting bigger. But as we're getting older, we're getting bigger now. I'm I'm growing faster. Like, I'm making money. I'm smarter. I'm a hustler. I know how to do things. I know how to get to the money. I know how to do whatever. So I'm getting money. Everybody's loving me. All the bigger man on the block is loving me. My name is starting to buzz. My name is starting to ring. Keep going, but still my right hand man, still my best friend. We do everything together. When we get older now, everywhere I am, everywhere I live, I give him a key. If I go shopping and buying clothes, I get him something. He doesn't. I'm not getting him all what I'm getting, but if you're there with me, I'm gonna get him some stuff. I'm getting him stuff. You know what I mean? The older we're getting now, it's the same thing. I'm hustling. But that's why I said sell a lot of weed. I used to sell mad weed and stuff. When I get my weed, I give him a bounce. I give him a two bounce when I get my weed and give it to him. Hustle that. I just tell him, yo, hustle it, make back the money, bring back the money for it, re up, and we keep going, keep going. Man, never bring back no re up, never in history. One time, only once. And this was going on for like decades. I mean, it's like 10, 15 years I'm doing this. Only once to bring back anything. I built a studio now. Now I start building studios. When I had a studio in the hood, I said, listen, you're gonna manage the studio. All you have to do is everybody when they come in, they sign in the book for the studio time. They're paying X amount of money. You just have to make sure the studio's ready, it's clean, monitor it, anything they need, and whatever. And you manage the place, make sure the place is clean, and manage the set. Man never wanted to do it. He never wanted. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to do nothing. And the next thing now, man's always moving funny, moving weird. Like when we go places or we do things, he just disappears. But the thing what happened was he fell on his head one time running from the police at Yorkdale when we were in high school. And he fell on his head 60 feet from the top level in Yorkdale Mall, the top level parking lot. And the police were chasing him. We don't know if they pushed him or he tried to jump or he fell or don't know what happened, but he fell 60 feet onto his head. He's supposed to be dead, and didn't die. When we went to the hospital to go visit him, seeing his head was big like this, bigger than a basketball, big. And there, and then Steenie was there, Fire Kid, he was there with us too, and we went. All of us go to school together and shit. And he was there. So then after it, and when Steenie seen him, Steenie cried that time. He was so upset. Man. When we seen him, we were all upset. You know what I mean? And then over time now, it got better over time, but it was never the same. It was never the same. So then I took it more upon myself to look out for him. So then now fast forward, I'm getting into music. And since we were young, we used to rap back and forth. We used to rap KRS One lyrics, go back and forth. Yo, what's up? It's me again. Got to rap KRS BDP again. And we used to do this back and forth, lyric for lyric since small. And one day we were in the park and we're just young, and I said, yo, I'm gonna rap it. I'm gonna make a record company. And we're gonna do this and that. And he was like, yeah, shake hands with us as young youths. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Now, fast forward now, we get older now, and now I'm doing it for real. And he's still with me, my right hand man, and he's still with me. But then now, because of the accident and stuff, his head is not so fully 100. Sometimes he just freaks out for no reason, or you can't reason with him, he just gets mad and all kind of stuff. And I take responsibility because I started getting into all this conspiracy stuff and this Illuminati stuff and all these secret society business and studying these stuff from a long time, way before the internet. I had a book that was banned. And if they find you with the book, you could get arrested. And nobody's that's because it had so many secrets in it. All the things that they talk about now was in those book already. And I used to read it and know all these things from way before because I always study my whole life, even up to now. I just study, study, study. And then the mistake was I put him onto it. And I put him onto it and told him, look at this shit, because my boy, and tell him, look at this shit. This is what's going on in the world. This is what's really going on. And they're fucking us up. And then he started getting into it and it got to his head. Turned into this massive conspiracy theories, which are like fucked up his head where he's just like now doesn't trust nothing, doesn't trust no one. Anybody who making money, they're part of the Illuminati. He doesn't want to walk with ID. Everything he gets mad when he's talking and telling me what's going on in the world. He thinks everybody and everything's fucked up. Then in his mind now, because of the level where I'm going to and what I'm doing and rapping and getting money and mad bitches and all this shit, he started looking at me sideways. And then how I used to know this now, because now anywhere I'm going, we went Trinidad together, we went Paris, France, Cannes, everywhere I'm bringing him and my other people who's part of my label and stuff. I used to bring them and pay for them. One time I paid for Fonz, the big producer, Nyan, I forgot about him, Nyan Williams. Another big producer that I used to work with. He's big. He used to work with Timberland, them, all these people, Nyan Williams. He's a next one. And I brought Fonz and Nyan, them, and I brought my boy, his name's Kanan. Brought Kanan. And we went to Trinidad in a Marsan base. It was one of the biggest studios in the world at that time, top three. Aaliyah did her album there, Biggie Smalls did her album there. Rod there with me, all of that stuff. Anywhere I used to go with me and K9, would eat. When I eat, he eats. Whatever. Everything I'm doing, he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere I'm going, he's going. And I had him like my brother. The whole time, he's looking at me with bad mind. The whole time. But I never really knew this. I just used to think that's my nigga. He's just kind of fucked up like that. Whatever. I love him. That's still my nigga. But things like when we would go places, like if we go to the strip club, I always like going to the strip club and looking at all the strippers and all that shit. Used to go there. He used to be like he's pissed off, angry. Doesn't like that shit. He's just there pissed off while every other man enjoying himself, and he has a problem, you know. Then he used to tell certain people, and used to come back and tell me he doesn't like that shit. He says it's fuckery and blah blah. But he's not telling me. You know what I mean? Time passed now, fast forward, up in the time. One time he even took Apple's whip. Forget which whip that what Apple had. It wasn't the Hummer. It was a different whip, a next sick whip. I forget what it was, a BMW or something. I can't remember what it was. But the next sick whip Apple had. And we were all just chilling on Queen Street one time. And Apple also left the keys in the car. Or he just went and said, like, Apple, let me see your car and check it out. Apple must have gave the keys or something. He just drove off and left with the car. These are the type of madness things that we used to do. And Apple's looking at me. What's going on? But everybody knows he's crazy like that. And he does those crazy shit like that. And then he come back way later with the car and whatever. And time goes on now. Fast forward, I start losing stuff. Every time I'm buying stuff, I'm traveling. I'm going to England. I'm bringing back exclusive Clarks. I had a big DVD collection. I had a big video game collection. All the video games for the Sony PlayStations and all this and the Xbox. I had all the games, the whole collection. I had the sickest DVD collection. I would have still been collecting that until now and having them just there, just for display. Known to man. I had it all in the studio. Everything used to be just lined off there. Big TV, you could play games, you could do whatever. All you used to want to do is play video games all the time, play games. That's it. No work, no hustle, no nothing. What's my homeboy? Let's leave it like that. Every time I'm looking now, my DVD collection is getting less. The DVD collection is getting less. So one day it's almost like nothing. It's only like 10, 15, 20 DVDs there, and I had hundreds. So it's have to take what's left and try to salvage it. All the video games is gone. So there's like nothing. All the video games is just gone. You know what I mean? One time, an ex OG skinny come from England. He had one exclusive cell phone. He's telling me if I want to buy the cell phone. I'm looking at the cell phone. Then he just put down the cell phone there for a minute. We're talking about something else. The cell phone's gone. You know, all kind of things going missing. Then one day now, fast forward into the future, one day now, I go to Sam's one morning again to buy some stuff at Sam's. And I'm at Sam's to buy stuff. The man at Sam's now working at the desk says to me, yo, can I talk to you? I said, what's up? He says, I don't want to offend you. I don't want you to get mad. But I know you run the block and you're the big man out there. And you know, and he's like, I got to tell you something, but, you know, because I don't want to go to the police or nothing, because I know all you guys are and whatever. I said, what is it, man? Tell me. He says, your brother, man, because everybody used to think we're brothers. He said, your brother, man. I said, yeah, your brother. He said, that's your brother. I said, yeah. I said, what about it? He says, do you know that he's always stealing stuff in the store? And He's always taking stuff from in the store, and I catch him, then he gets mad. He gets mad and he carries on and listen. So I just leave him and I don't call police or nothing. But now he just does it and he doesn't care and he just does it. And I don't know what to do. I said, yeah? I said, yeah. He said, please, can you help me? Can you talk to him? But I'll see what I could do. I walk out the store now. I'm thinking about it. Boom, the light bulb gone in my head. And I can't believe it. It's like I'm in shock. The light bulb gone in my head. I'm like, no. I says, you've been thieving from me all this time. It's years going on, and I don't know who's doing it. It's just crazy. And it's so shocking to me that I couldn't even accept it, man. I just said, you know what? You have to have more. So at least now you have a kind of idea. Maybe it could be. So now you have to pay more attention. You got to get that. Leave it like that now. Some time passes. Now I'm moving out the hood now. I'm getting a new condo. That's when I get the condo on Wilson. I get the condo on Wilson. And only to tell you, all through this time, now when he's big now, when he's getting in trouble with the police or he needs to get bail or he needs anything like this, I'm doing it. I made my parents out bail him out of jail one time because I couldn't do it. And they're short and he has to be at my parents' house and he's not staying there. He's not doing that. Police is coming there. They're looking for him. And he's on the run. All kinds of stuff like this is going on. And I'm always there for that. I'm always there for it. And I get the condo now up at Wilson. As soon as I get the condo, didn't even move and didn't even put nothing in the condo, nothing. I bring him up there. I bring him, I pick him up one day. I'm gone up there and I say, this is the new spot. This is your key. And that's your room over there. That's your room. That's your room. Put a studio in here, everything, do it up nice. You know what I mean? And it's nighttime now. I'm going to sleep. When I wake up in the morning, he's gone. The key's there and the door is left open and he's gone. And I'm saying, what kind of thing is this? The man didn't come saying nothing to me, he's just gone. Key's there. So I see say something's up, like it's sinful. Then time passed now, and then we link up again, and then after he come up by the condo with me again, and then said he wants to go to his crib to get something. I used to have this tam that I used to wear, my locks and everything. And I liked it, was my favorite one. And I took it off now when we were in the car. At the time I had a BMW, I jammed the BMW 745. I threw it in the back of the car. I threw it in the back of the car. And we're there and I drive it. I bring him to it. And he goes in the crib for a few minutes. He says, he'll be right back. And he comes back out. And then when he comes back out now, he has on my fucking hat. He has my tam. I'm looking at him. I look at the back seat. My tam is not there. He comes in the car. I said, brother man, what are you doing with my tam? You know what I mean? He said, what do you mean? I said, you have on my hat? He said, that's not your hat. I said, stop this shit. That's my hat. Give me my hat. Stop this shit. He's getting aggressive with me now. He always getting head's not looking, getting aggressive. It's not your hat. I told you it's not your hat. Brother, what are you talking about? Thinking you anyone that has a hat like this? Carry on. I said, okay, so tell me the name of the hat. The tag on the hat, it's right there in your head now. What's the name of the hat if that's your hat? He can't tell me. He's getting on that. So I tell him the name. Get on that. I said, the hat was in my backseat, brother. And then now all of a sudden it's gone. And then you go inside and come on, you have on the hat. I said, K9, if you want something, all you got to do is ask me for it, brother. You're my brother. All you got to do is ask me for it. You don't got to take shit. Respectfully. You know what? Let's keep the hat. After that, now, that was like one of the final straw, and my vibes get off. And after I stopped being with him so much, but I see him still because I'm in the hood around each other, and I see him still, but it's just not like before. It's getting weird now, you know. Then now this is around the same time where I made my parents bail him and this and that, and then he gets on the run. And then now his dad, you know, his foster dad, but Justice's dad, he died. The boy, rest in peace, he died. You know what I mean? And then when he died now, everything went wrong. Because now he's just in the house for himself and can't manage the house and can't manage nothing what's going on. And everything's going to the dogs. And then everything gone to the dog. I'm not even going into the details about that. And then his sister come in, take over the house. I tell him he can't be in the house. He has to come out of the house. She's going to sell the house. Whatever. Not taking good care of the house. And then now he always has a dog. And his cousin used to be a dog breeder and he with dogs. So now because of that, now he feels he always wants to have a dog. Pick one, take it from his cousin and take a pick. But he doesn't have money or enough to feed the dog or himself. He can't feed the dog. So every time you see these dogs, they're looking hungry. Now the man gets on the run. Because the boy them looking for him, they can't find him. He's not going. He gets on the run. My uncle, who's close to us, close to me, close to him, he calls me, says, you know, the boy, he's sleeping down in the laundry. And whatever. That time I'm not feeling like that. I'm already off the shit, right? And I tell you, but I still love him, still my bro. And he told me that and said, that's I was like, oh, this I didn't even notice. That's not. Go down there, I look for him, I find him. He's sick at that time too. He's sick. He has like a flu or some kind of shit. And he's there with the dog. And the dog's looking hungry. I said, brother man, you gotta get rid of the dog. Keep the dog to your cousin. Okay. And then after now, bring you somewhere to stay. That you can catch yourself and then you can figure this stuff out with the boy and you can get better or whatever. But my woman at the time, she lived way out in Waterloo. Her parents and them had a big mansion and whatever, and this and that. And then after I asked her to let him come stay there, you know, for a few days so he could catch himself. I told her, go pick him up for me. He's down in the hood here, pick him up. Like you let him stay there. Her family and president would be on vacation or something, so they wouldn't be there. Just her there with her daughters or whatever. And then she went and she got him. She brought him up there. Went there, stay by her. Before I get to the end, and it's come to the end, and this is gonna be a moral story. It's come to the end now. Every time, throughout the time, every girl that I'm dealing with, because I used to deal with multiple girls at a time, and there used to be one for every man. I was young. I used to be in the game and shit and all kinds of shit. So I used to have multiple females and stuff. He used to go and tell each one of them every time, oh, do you know he's not just dealing with you? But he doesn't know that. They all know that. Because he doesn't understand that is what I'm in. And I don't lie to them. I don't tell them you're my girlfriend and you're my one girlfriend. They know exactly what it is I was. But he didn't understand that. So he's going to them, each of them, one by one, and always telling them, do you know he has other girls and you don't know him for real and you don't know what he's really all about and this and that. And at the same time, while he's doing that, he's going around in the hood and talking bad about me to people. When people would be bigging me up and say, he's a real big man and you know, you're around coming, you're lucky to be rolling with him and why he's doing it bigger and he would be off of jealousy and envy and stuff, telling them, he ain't no big man. He's not like this. He's with the Illuminati and shit like that. He's with the Illuminati and he deals with all these bitches and he's like this and he's like that. He's not what you think he is and he's telling people like that and trying to discredit me. And you know, he doesn't do nothing for me. I'm just there and he has all this money and he's not doing nothing for me. Lying and shit. But when I bring him around to work or I bring him around, I get him to do something, or I say stay, he doesn't want to do it. But then he turns around and tells the people and then lies because he just doesn't like how they're bigging me up and I'm getting big up all the time. And then when he's telling all the girls and them all this stuff, they're coming back and telling me. They're coming back and telling me, oh, that's your friend and you think that's your best friend. You think that's your right hand man. You know how females are. And then telling me like, yeah, but he's saying this and that about you and telling me that you have other girls. He doesn't know that I know this already, but he's coming and telling us, all of us, these things behind your back. And I'm saying, holy fucking. And I just can't take it no more. I'm just saying, forget about that, fuck all that. I can't take it no more. And now, when I get my girl to bring him up by her place and take care of him, he goes up there, gets the shower, clean up, fix up, whatever. He's mesmerized because it's a mansion, 6-bedroom mansion. He never seen that like this in his life. It's from in the hood. So he's mesmerized. Now his brain bust. Now he's thinking like, what the man has, this other man living, this is what the man's woman is. And he's thinking like this. I remember a woman that time, she is very, very, very pretty and everything. So after she wanted to drink alcohol because they have a big bar there and stuff, she says, you could have a drink, you could drink whatever you want, but just don't touch those ones over there. Some expensive vintage and expensive alcohol that they didn't even open yet. It's not hers. So she said, just don't touch those ones there. She said in the night, now when she go to sleep, and then by the time she wake up, now when she wake up in the morning, the man bust the bottle that she told him not to touch. And drink that. Then now when it's time for him to leave, he was there for like a few days. Time for him to leave. So we're gonna get everything sorted out, get the lawyer to the court, whatever, and we'll figure everything out. And now he's feeling better and whatever. And then now before he's to leave, now he goes to my woman and telling her the same thing. Oh, you don't know what he's all about. And he's with this one and that one and blah, blah, blah. And then he's telling her, oh, you need to be with me. I'm going to make my own label and it's going to be big. And then, you need to be with a man like me and this and that. Watch, I'm going to, and she couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe it. She was in shock. She couldn't believe it. She in her mind all thinking that that's family, that's my broski, that's my right hand man. She could not believe it. And she's telling him, I don't think so. I don't know what you're thinking, man. You sound crazy and this and that. And he's just saying, okay, watch, you'll see, whatever. But then now goes and drops him off or whatever. And then she calls me. She tells me she's going to drop him off. And then she calls me after and she says, I want to tell you something, but I don't even want to tell you. It's so fucked up. I said, what? I don't want to tell you. I said, tell me what? And she says, yo, he tried to get at me and he told me this, everything what I said, he said. And he told me this and he told me that. I said, for real? But I already knew he was doing that, but I didn't think he would do that with her. And she told me all of that now. I said, you know what, this has gone too far. And she said, what are you going to do anyway? I said, don't worry about it. Everything's, that's not what I can. I called him right away. Yo, what the fuck are you dealing with? I'm helping you. I'm sending you. And that's what you're doing, Fab? Did you really say these things, sir? You get quiet and you don't say that. Hands up. I'm up. Then after now, I go to the hood now. And I said, I gotta confront this. Go to the hood now. Pull up. He's there. I hop on. When I hop on now, he's trying to walk away. I said, yo, walk away. Come here, man. And I'm telling him, yo, you really said this shit, bro? I'm talking, and he's just looking at me. He just walked away. And he walked away. And after that now, I said, that's the final straw done. Then now, he really pick up momentum now of smearing my name throughout the hood, trying to smear my name throughout the hood. He's one of the main culprits. When I would say, this is why I had to tell the story, because this one's on. Because now they're believing everything what he's saying. They don't know none of this, what I'm telling you. Because I would never say it. I would never talk to him. I won't say nothing. I just stay quiet. Let's start going too far now. I start getting to outside man. One of my man from Bleecker Street. I ain't even gonna say his name in this. It used to be in Parkdale too, and he's from Bleecker Street. He picked him up and he's telling him the phone. And tell him, man never did nothing for me. One thing he used to say is, I told him don't sell drugs. Because I know he can't sell drugs. He's gonna get arrested. Let's keep going to jail. So he wanted to be selling drugs. So I said, don't be selling no shit. You can't do that. Anything you want to eat, place to stay, anything you want, get it right here. You just hustle the bird and this and that. Don't worry about that. So he listened to me with that. I said, I don't want that around what we're doing. So he listened to me with that. Then he starts using that now in the future, telling people, oh, and he told me not to hustle. I could have been hustling all the time. I could have been hustling. I would have made mad money. But I listened to him. And then now I don't have nothing. Blah, blah, blah. And he's going and telling this man that I know. And this man's telling my next people now. And he's talking it. And then he starts looking at me bad now. And me and this man was cool all the time. And then he starts looking at me bad now and looking at me with a bad face and telling people, Karma's not dealing with him right. And it's not dealing with K9 right. And this and that. And all kind of shit. And it's getting back to me. I'm telling my people that know that That's my boy Zion One. I'm telling Zion One. I'm telling him, yo, I'm telling him the story. He knows all the story because he's my like my brother. I'm telling him all the story. He was part of the crew with us, Apple too, from the beginning. Zion is the one who took over Apple store down at Queens Medina and turned it into a graffiti store. And he was the one fighting the mayor and everything about the graffiti laws. And now he's working big brands and a brand ambassador for big companies and all kinds of stuff. Oh, and that's my brother till today. We talk like every day. I mean, so he knows the real and knows the story. So he's trying to tell the man it doesn't go like that. But this man's not hearing that. Because a lot of people, they already have animosity in them towards me because of the lifestyle I live and how I live and how big I did it and how I moved when I was out there, especially younger and all that. So I'm driving and then I'm with the being on the TV, radio, all this people. A lot of people carry some feeling inside themselves. Not everybody's so real with you and be like, yo, they rape you and this and that. It's always competition between men. That's one thing you've always got to know. Never look at people around you and just think like everybody's for you and everybody's down for you. If you're doing it really big, if you're just on the level with them or beneath the level with them, then everybody's going to be cool with you if you're on the same playing field with them. But if you're up here and they're down here, most of them down there is going to have animosity towards you or jealousy. And most of them are going to be talking bad about you when they're around girls and shit. All kind of shit they're going to be trying to talk bad on you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know that. So that's why I just telling this story to tell it because I'm sick and fucking tired of people having this narrative and listening to what he's saying just because all of them's on the similar playing ground and they're in the hood and they're like on that similar playing ground. So they all have an animosity looking towards me kind of way. So anybody come around with a story, then they're all gonna run with it, but no, don't know the truth of the matter and how much I endure, and how much I'm there for the man, how much I did for him his whole life, and how I always ride with it, but I'm always getting from him, getting problems, trouble, this, that, all third. Even when he's doing fucking and I'm knowing that I'm overlooking it because that's my brother. I'm still trying with him, even when I know him, bringing him to the comment, giving him a room, because he knows in himself what he's doing. He can stay around me. And just being in the condo and it's brand new condo, nobody's ever lived in it before. More animosity, more jealousy, more thing. He'd rather be on the street homeless. That's how deep it goes. You'd rather be on the street homeless than take the keys from your boy and move with him and move with him. That's how deep it goes, you know? And then he went as far as to when me and him start talking about, he start going around some other niggas that I a next one who wanted to be around me and roll with me, but I didn't really want him around me too much because he tried to use these heights on me, telling me I want him teleport in the night, and I see that you are going to get raided, so that's why I come and I show up, and you gotta let me be on your team and do this and that. And I'm telling him, bro, I don't need this type of shit. I don't want to hear this type of shit. And he's another one when I brought him to Jamaica with me. He was going, he used to be like, kind of like security, kind of this type of way, and just roll with me, my entourage. And then when I brought him to Jamaica and he seen how I really roll and shit, and he seen me, I'm bringing like 5, 10 people, plane flights, hotel rooms, rental cars, 3, 4 cars, doing all this shit, have all these baddies around, the dance all queen, this, that. And when he's seeing this now, they get jealous and angry inside them. Especially when they see that I go in the roughest places on earth and I have no fear. And the people in them rate me and they love me and I go around my dream and everything. And the people in this rate and they love me. And I have no fear. And sometimes these men claim they're so tough, they're fear. They don't want to be in that kind of situation. They don't like that. They're uncomfortable. So then rather than they big me up and say, come on, like this and that and does this and he brought me a travel for me, made me travel by food, hotel, this, that, have me around superstars, Louis Rankin, Sizzler, Kalungi, did all kind of shit. Rather than they look at it like that now, they're gonna develop an animosity and a bad mind and an envy towards then they go team up and sit down together and build up this narrative that the only way he could be doing movies and being with Louis Rankin and doing all what he's doing and driving the vehicles and having the money and all this, the only way he could be doing that is because he's with the Illuminati. Black people are so foolish sometimes. And all this conspiracy thing that they start seeing, they buy into it. So any black man that has any kind of success, mediocre or massive or whatever, the only way you could get it is you going to be in the Illuminati. because that's the only way they could accept that. They have to make it like you had to do something wrong or something fucked up, or you had to sell your soul. That's the only way you could be on a higher level than them. Or that's the only reason why you're on a higher level than them. Not because you don't sleep. This is the true story, because I don't sleep. I burn the candle at both ends. I'm hustling in all kind of manner, always looking for it, always looking for money, always going toward my dreams and my goals. And no, not because of that, not because I have ambition, not because I'm intelligent. No, it can't be because of that, not because I'm blessed. No, it can't be because of that. It has to be I sold my soul to the devil and Illuminati. That's why I have a Moet era, a vintage Moet 2008. Yeah, because I didn't bust yet. Because I sold my soul to the devil. That's why. This is what it has to be. Your own people. So it's fucked up. And then the whole of them is gonna turn on you because they all gonna buy into the same thing. Oh, he's only big because of this. Oh, he didn't do nothing for nobody else. Oh, when I put studio there, when I put bail program there, when I put my life on risk, while I defended the hood, one of the first ones to ever do it when nobody's there to do it. When I put the community up there, I brought it there. When I did nonprofit organization and fed people, I'm still gonna do more now, going into the future. When I put so many man in the studio, so many artists developed, work with, but I never did nothing for nobody. When people come back, even people in my family come back and they try to tell me you didn't do nothing for me. But I was the one doing things for them from the beginning. Flying them here, flying them there, doing this, doing that. Giving them the clothes off my back, giving them everything I have, things I don't even wear yet. Take the whole wardrobe. Your first computer, laptop, cameras, all this kind of shit. I'll be doing for people, instilling in them, giving them the spark, telling them when they don't believe in themselves, I believe in you. You have this, you have that. Telling them what they have when they don't even know. Telling them you can make it, you can be successful. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't go left. Don't go down that road. Stick to your guns. Stick to your goals. Strive, grind, do it, and you'll get there. Then when they get there now, or they don't, they get there now, then they're trying to tell you didn't do nothing for them. A positive influence in their life. Another thing, if I have a disagreement with somebody and I see things, or if I get mad or I see things people don't like, they want to write me off. Like my words is venom. Anything I say is like it's venom. They write me off. Fuck him. They don't want to deal with me no more. You know what I mean? Block him, fuck him out of my life. But they can tell me anything. They can talk about me behind my back. Anything behind me. So next thing, a family member of mine, my family members, I won't bring them up or say their name. But they'll know who they are. And the closest people to me. Blood. You know what I mean? And they're talking about me behind my back their whole life. And disrespecting me in front of people because of the same thing. Because of the same thing. Jealousy.
New studio.
Stay tuned.